I've been watching videos over weight loss today, and I was thinking, okay, when was the first time I started having issues with overeating? Okay, now I suffer from depression and post traumatic stress. And used to, when I was younger, I would not eat. I didn't starve myself, but I just didn't soothe myself with food. So at that time in my life, I was a young adult. I weighed about 140 pounds. I got pregnant. Then I got pregnant. And I still had my same eating habits, right? I didn't soothe myself. I didn't overeat. I only ate when I was hungry. Even when I see delicious food that I love, if I wasn't hungry, I wasn't going to eat it. I just save it for later. So, but as I was going to my prenatal checkups and everything, the nurses were saying, Ramunda, you must eat. You should have gained more weight by now since you was further along in your pregnancy. Um, so the nurse told me that if I did not eat more, my body was going to eat my baby. Remember, I was a young person. I was 18. And plus, when I got back home, I was living with my grandfather. And he cooked some good food. And I was just laying up in the room. And he came in there with a big old plate of food. And he was just crying. He said, please, Shay, eat, eat, baby, eat. You haven't eaten. He haven't seen me eat in days, but I have I have eaten something, but I just would snack and eat here and there. They scared me so badly about my baby and about my grandfather actually hurt because I wasn't eating as much as they thought I should have. I should have eat. So I just started gobbling food, and I realized that eating food, at least temporarily, soothes me. It made me. It distracted me from my depression. It distracted me from my problems at that moment. But remember, it's a temporary fix. And then after I had my baby, I said to myself, I'm not going to have another baby out of wedlock. So this Depo shot, I got the shot in the arm. I didn't have to worry about taking a birth control pill every single day. And so I took it, but it blew me up. And then they was trying new antidepressant medications on me again, blew me up. And after I have gained weight with the Depo, I decided I was going to stop taking the Depo and try other forms of birth control because that I said that I was just getting too big. And so I stopped. But then I got a boyfriend who was trying to encourage me to have another baby. Yes, men would tell women, have my baby, have my baby. I'm thinking, I know good and well I'm not going to marry you. You just my boyfriend, and marriage was not on my mind with that person. So I went back to the clinic and got that depot shot again because that one of my boyfriends, actually up there taking my birth control pills away from me and flushing them down the commode. Well, you can't take that shot. You can't take that depot out. So I went and got that, and again, I blew up some more. Oh my goodness, I must have gained at least 100 pounds just between the meds and the depot and the birth control. And the rest of it is that I was soothing myself with food. Oh my goodness. Now I'm trying to bring the scale back down. Even though I'm still suffering with depression, I'm still suffering from post traumatic stress. But still, if I'm trying to go to therapy and use all types of medications to try to take care of this depression, at least get to where that I am not dying on the inside. Okay, I need to not kill myself with food in the process. I need to get back to my old self where that I only ate when I'm hungry, regardless of what I see on the table, regardless of the advertisements for McDonald's and all that. I don't eat McDonald's. I eat their fries and ice cream cone, but ugh, McDonald's don't taste good to me. Just certain things. I don't really eat fast food except for chicken, but I digress. I'm gonna stop doing that, but it's gonna be hard because that it seems like it's easier to pick up a bad habit than to quit a bad habit. It's just a habit. Soothing myself and eating. Used to, I would take naps, take walks, read, write, to soothe myself. I'm going to go back to those things to soothe myself. Food is not, I'm just going to, it's going to take a while. I'm going to do well for a moment and then I'm going to fall off the cliff and going to do well again. Just like trying to live my life according to God's will, that I'm going to fall down sometimes. But as the good book says, as the Bible tells you, that a righteous person falls down 7 times but get up. I'm going to fall, but I'm going to get right back up. But it's difficult. But you have to really give room to the fact that people who suffer from mental illness. I've been diagnosed with bipolar also. Um, that's one of the things I don't believe everything a doctor says, but I know deep down that the doctors are correct, right? But you don't want to believe some things about yourself. But I would try, try until I get it. I'm tired of being 300 pounds or close to 300 pounds. I'm tired of this. I'm tired. My blood pressure. And I have a friend. She actually, my feet hurts a lot. I can't walk like I used to. My feet hurts. So she actually massages my feet for me, and she was cutting my toenails for me. You know that she some of my skin, my toes started bleeding. But you know what? I didn't feel anything. Imagine somebody cutting you so deeply, and you're bleeding, and you don't feel it. Out of just that one toe, I felt the other toes, but that one toe, I didn't feel it. I lost feeling in my toe. It scares me that even though I am pre-diabetic, even though I look back at my lab results, I've been pre-diabetic for years. No doctor told me. It was only when that I had to go into the hospital to get my medications redone for my depression that the doctor there at the hospital told me, Miss Hamilton, you are pre-diabetic. Your A1C is 6.2. Diabetic, you have diabetes if it's 6.5, and I'm 6.2. And my doctor didn't feel the need to give me a warning that Miss Hamilton, you are pre-diabetic. They never use those terms with me. And only time weight loss was brought up is when I brought it up. I encourage people when you go and get lab tests to look at your lab results and get a second opinion or look up the results up up online to see because your doctor will may not give you all the valuable information from your results that you need to hear. Um, oh my goodness, you know what? I have I have fibromyalgia. I mean, for years, I went to the doctor. I constantly complained that I'm hurting. I hurt um, from the neck down. Sometimes I can't get up out of the bed because I am so much pain. Sometimes that I can't even get a good night's sleep because I am in so much pain from my neck to the bottom of my feet. Only thing the doctors ever given me was ibuprofen. Tell me I can go and get Tylenol. No, they did not get rid of my pain, but they did make it where that I can walk. I'm still in a lot of pain, but I can walk. And if you see me walking, you can see that at times I will walk with a limp because that my feet were hurting so bad, my legs and knees and stuff were hurting so bad, or my back is hurting. I mean, I'm just hurting all over. Okay, even my arms hurts. But anyway, but this all has to do with my weight loss journey because it's not as simple for me as cutting down again the calorie deficit, even though that is the most important thing. But to get that calorie deficit, I have to be strong enough to get that deficit. If we, if I am soothing myself with food for emotional pain, I'm going to keep on soothing myself with food or with something until I'm able to get a hold of that emotional pain. So what I'm going to do to try to get a hold of them get a handle of my emotional pain um, at the moment, only thing I can do is find something else to temporarily distract me like food does. What I'm going to try to do is um, just go outside. See, going outside triggers me, and I'm going to try to work on some of my triggers because I love nature. I think it's beautiful. But if I stay outside too long, especially outside alone by myself, like sitting on the porch or, or whatever, I would go into a full blown panic attack because I'm outside. If you want to see me, you have to come to my home because you will rarely see me outside of my house. And I've been like this, especially well, I'm talking about ever since my 20s. Um, it's fear. I have fear of being outdoors alone. Even though there could be people around, but if you're not right there with me, I will have a panic attack, even though there could be 100 people around. If no one there, basically, you can say to hold my hand, I would have a panic attack and I would just start crying and get so scared that I have to run away to the bathroom or something. But anyways, that's just one of the things that I wanted to share today that um, where I am with trying to tackle this weight loss. Because if it was so easy to just stop eating certain things, I would have done it by now. It's back there. When you have this fear of giving up something, I noticed that I just can't give up food. I got to replace it with something that just as satisfying to me. And um, dealing with my outdoor phobia so that I can enjoy nature even when no one is there to hold my hand. Um, it's something I'm going to tackle, and I'm scared to death. I'm scared. I'm scared. You may not understand, but it's just like having arachnophobia. I'm not scared of spiders, but I'm scared of being outdoors by myself. And I begin to realize why I'm probably scared because that's when a lot of my I've been raped several times. When I went outside by myself as a child, my oldest brother would rape me, grab me. An old man would grab me. Being a young black girl walking down the road by yourself is dangerous. Okay, so talk to you later.